Hello.
Walk through. This is the studio. This is the reception area. That's the office on the right. And as you walk through, I'll sign you in for your class or workshop. As you walk in, you'll pass through the actual studio room. You can see the Namaste sign, which means the light in me honors the light in you. As you go into the studio, that's the front facing the east. It's the feng shui of the room. This is the back wall. As you see the circle, it's the oldest mantra, Gayatri mantra, and you'll see the moon phases and you see like the sun. There's a lot of deep meaning in the moon phases. And there's this bell that you can ring when you come. Takes away all the negative energy, yes. And there's some words of inspiration. You come back, you put your cell phone and your shoes in these cubbies. You put your cell phone on silent. You take a mat and blocks and props. If you don't have a mat, we have mats available here. And there's the bathroom over here. You could even park at the back if this parking is a problem. Going through, I'll open the door for you. And this is the little sweet sanctuary that you could come to decompress, calm the mind, calm the body, and I hope to see you all in the summer.
This is what a physical therapy person would use, and they are.
That's fine.
Trammell. I am a pediatric nurse and work part-time in a surgery center and practice essential oils at home.
Alright, so what exactly are essential oils?
Essential oils are the aromatic compounds of the plant. They are distilled from seeds, leaves, flowers, bark. It's basically just about any part of the plant that has been distilled.
What were your reasons for using essential oils?
The reason for using essential oils was I had gotten really sick with a sinus infection and had a horrible reaction to antibiotics and wanted to try something new that would hopefully be a little bit safer.
How were you introduced to them?
So how I got introduced to essential oils was a friend of mine was using them and had been telling me stories about how she had helped her kids get well and not have to go on traditional medicine. And so I decided I would give her a call and see if she could help me do the same.
Do you feel as if these oils are working?
Yes, I do think oils will work. I do think it's different for every person. I think that oils are beneficial for not just physical but emotional support. So it might not work physically for one person, but it could work emotionally for one person or different. So I think that is something to take into consideration when you are being introduced to oils.
What do you think are the positive health benefits of essential oils?
Some of the positive health benefits of essential oils, like I said a little bit earlier, can definitely be the emotional side of things. Our bodies respond amazingly well to essential oils, specifically through the scent part of the body, the brain, and the scent, the smell of the essential oils. Your brain tends to know what to do with that, and so that's a very good response to using essential oils. How do oils get used or affected with my everyday life? I use oils for all different kinds of things. So use certain oils to help with study, helps oils with certain, like with sleep time. If you put oils in a diffuser or put oils on your body, using them for sleep and cooking. I enjoy using oils for cooking.
What would you say to people who are unsure or skeptical of essential oils?
That's a big question. Being skeptical and unsure of oils is a hard part of the transition to using one alternative medicine, period, and using essential oils. So skepticism with the essential oils is to understanding how they work and why they're important. And when you understand that they come from plants and our bodies respond to plants well, then that begins that process of beginning to use essential oils.
do different than other medicines?
Well, essential oils different in using traditional medicine in that they work with the cells of the body. So when you use an essential oil, it takes anywhere from 20 seconds to 20 minutes to actually reach every entire cell in the body.
What has surprised you about essential oils?
How much I enjoyed them. So essential oils really tended to start off being as a medicine for me when I actually enjoyed using them for the scent purpose instead of all just medicine.
How does the public view of essential oils change while you've been using them or selling them?
So the public view has really shifted a lot, I think, with social media, and you've got a lot of people talking about functional medicine, alternative medicine, and in the process, of course, essential oils, and that has helped expand people's knowledge and even just hearing the word about essential oils. So I would attribute that to social media for sure, because even before I started using oils, I had not heard about them and was very skeptical.
Can you sum up the need for essential oils?
Summing up the need for essential oils, I think summing up the need for essential oils can be being able to use them for your whole family. You're going to use them for children who can have issues with learning or issues with emotional instability. For adults, you can use oils for sleep, for post-workout, even just fighting off simple colds and flus. Essential oils can be very beneficial that way. I think when you're trying them out for the first time, you almost have to have that success story, that one opportunity where you've tried an oil and it actually works well for you. So again, what works well for one person may not work well for someone else, but it's never harmful to try those oils.
Well, my name is Mayuri Molji, and I've opened this new studio, Mayuri Yoga and Ayurveda. My name is Mayuri, and Mayuri means a peahen, so it's a female peacock. So, it's just a lot of deep meaning on that logo. But I'm located off 141, so it's on Medlock Bridge Road.
All right, so what is Ayurveda?
So Ayurveda is the sister science of yoga. Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. So it's the knowledge of life, the science of life, and longevity of life.
So how long have you been doing Ayurveda?
I actually grew up with Ayurveda. So being born a vegetarian, growing up with, my grandmother used to always give me herbs, Ayurvedic herbs. If I'm a little anxious or nervous before an exam, she'll give me a herb, and that takes away the nausea.
All right, how does Ayurveda work, and can you take us through the general process?
So Ayurveda works with the 5 elements of nature: earth, water, wind, fire, and air. And that elements, which are called Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 elements, are governed by 3 energy centers, your doshas, which is your body constitution. And we have these body constitution that each person will have, your body type. So you could be having a very prominent body type and a secondary body type, and that's how Ayurveda comes through, where people do not know their body type and how they can balance their lives with it. So we're trying to balance with the quality of nature. And so if, like, my body type is Vata, we have 3 body types: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So mine is Vata, and you have the qualities of Vata. So Vata qualities is like cold, dry, rough skin, a lot of movement, clear, mobile, right? So how would I balance my body type? I would have warm foods because I'm cold. I would cover myself. I would dress up, right? So there's different ways of going into your diet, your lifestyle, your routine. Yeah.
All right, so next question. Have you used, or what other forms of alternative medicine have you tried or used or, offered to your classes?
I've offered Ayurveda workshops where students come to find out their body type if they are, there's no way out, especially with anxiety and stress and food choices. You could eat, like I could eat, have a juice cleanse. That is not for my body type. That's too cold, although it's healthy. For me, my body type, there'd be grounding foods, stews, casseroles, warming foods, right? So something like that. So once you know your body constitution, you will know exactly how to balance, and you can find out your body type. So say for instance, you students, you're watching me right now and you like, what is she talking about, this body type? So if you come to yoga class this summer, which I will offer you a new student special for a whole month, we will go through with like Johns Creek High School students. You will find out and discover your body type. Yeah.
So, what are the main benefits of Ayurveda?
So Ayurveda is a holistic ancient healing, 5,000 years ago, just like yoga. And the benefits of this healing system is natural. So it's a prevention. It's like finding out your toxins in the body and how to eliminate them.
How is Ayurveda better than other medicinal processes?
So not to say that other medicinal processes are not good. What it is when you go to a doctor or you got a cold or a flu and you don't understand what's happening, the congestion, you're going to a doctor and you want antibiotics or something. So the doctor will see your symptoms and he'll prescribe the medication or whatever it is. With Ayurveda, you can prevent the sinus infection or the flu or whatever, and if you do have it, there are ways that you can remedy it naturally. For instance, having ginger turmeric water, hot water, to eliminate congestion or sinuses, or changing your diet while you are being sick here. So self-care is the new healthcare pretty much. You can balance both ways. Like certain times you probably need surgery, or you can prevent surgery. You can try the holistic way. Yeah.
So, going off that, do you think alternative medicines such as Ayurveda should be covered by healthcare?
I truly hope so. I'm pretty sure in India they do that, but over here it's not FDA approved as such as a treatment because it's a prevention. So maybe in the near future, as there's more research being done on holistic ancient healing, then it can happen for certain private practices. Yes.
Let's see. What would you say to people who are nervous to have? Oh, sorry. What would you say to people who are nervous or have questions about trying Ayurveda for the first time?
They should not be nervous, because once they'll come into this particular studio, my studio, they will already feel this peaceful comfort, atmosphere and energy. How are you feeling when you walked in?
It's very nice in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, very
and
calm.
Yeah, I haven't even shown you inside. Yeah?
So, what is one thing you think people should know about Ayurveda that they probably don't?
The body type. Find out your body type and you'll know exactly what's happening with you emotionally, physically, mentally, and even spiritually. And so those of you who are planning to go to college, you'll have freedom to be on your own. How are you going to handle yourself, right? So explore Ayurveda. Come this summer and even find out your body type. Walk in.
Ready? 1.
I am a hair stylist, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia about 7 years ago, or 8 years, and I was supposed to stop working because I was in so much pain. Fibromyalgia is just a crazy disease that nobody knows where it comes from and why it hurts, why did you get it. It just hurts. And I basically have chronic pain, and I was not able to work anymore. I was having a hard time doing my clients, fixing their hairs, and I almost actually quit my job because of this disease. So I decided to, and after taking a lot of medicines and for chronic pain, that actually was not working. I decided to have a different approach, and I started trying alternative medicines. And cupping was one of them. And cupping really helped me to be able to continue working and to have a better quality of life. And it helped me to control this problem that nobody really knows what it is a little bit better without taking medicines that makes me foggy. And
So how are you introduced to the alternative medicine?
it was about 8 years ago when I went, very first time that I had cupping was probably about 8 years ago. I went to an acupuncture person, and he did the cupping when they light up a fire and they put on your back, and that was my first experience with. And then it was very mild. He didn't do very strong or anything. So back then I didn't even thought that it worked that well, but it's because he was not very aggressive with. And then I went to a Japanese guy, and he had this very strong machine that he brought from Japan. And that's when cupping became like a solution for me. He did it very strong, and he literally the machine sucked a lot of the air out, so the skin really loosened up and pulled the muscles and did what it needed to be done, which for those of you that doesn't know what the cupping does, it's almost like a very deep tissue massage, and it works better because the deep tissue massage doesn't go as deep as the cupping does. And when I went to this Japanese guy that did the cupping for me with the machine, with the strong machine, the doctors had told me that I need to quit working. They say that I'm a hairdresser, so obviously I have repetitive movements all the time. I'm constantly holding my arms like that, so my neck, my shoulder, my back, everything was a problem. And they say that I had to quit working because medicine was not working, and there was nothing there to fix my issue. And I went to this Japanese guy, and actually this was probably about 7 years ago, and I'm still working. So I'm definitely a strong believer in cupping and all those alternative medicine that so far has been the only thing that helps me.
So that also answers my next question is, do you feel that if it's working? So
Yes, it's definitely working.
okay. So have you used any other forms of alternative medicine?
Yes, the massage and the dry needling. The dry needling is it's just like acupuncture, but the acupuncture goes more like about energy on the body. The dry needling does the same thing as the cupping. It goes straight for the muscle. It's the same exact needle, but it's more effective than the cupping because sometimes when you have all those pains, the problem is so deep into your muscle that the only way to get to that problem is with the needle. So that is actually one of my favorite ones, and I get it done with the physical therapist, which is becoming more and more popular, and they're accepting this as not just as an alternative, but as a method of physical therapy now. It's a lot of them are doing it. So that's my favorite one. And I do other things too. I have this thing that is fascia blaster. It's you don't know about that one, huh?
No, you can talk about that.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That one's like, so basically you do realize that every time you have a muscle problem, you have to rub on that muscle, you have to massage that muscle, you have to use cupping, and it's definitely better than medicine. The muscle relaxes, you know, they might put you to sleep, but they don't resolve the problem. But when something is hurting, you have to mess with. You know, you even catch yourself like something's hurting, you keep doing this, keep massaging, right? So the fascia blaster, which I can show you a picture of one later, you just kind of, if you have a problem over there, you just go like this. You create friction between the skin and the tool, and it loosens up. It loosens up the fascia. The fascia, it's the membrane that covers the muscle. If you look at the chicken breast, you have that membrane on top of the chicken breast, that's the fascia. So what happens when you're having a muscle cramp or a knot on your body or an issue over there, that fascia is holding that muscle hostage and it's not letting move, and that's creating problems. So when you do this, you make the fascia loosen up and the muscle start working again. I hope I explained that in a good way.
That's good.
What are the benefits of alternative medicine for you and for other people?
Well, you don't have to take painkillers and all those other medicines that usually don't help, but it's just making a mess of your life. It's making you drowsy. It's making you confused. It makes you, it doesn't do the job, but it's messing up your whole life because.
And also, can you repeat the question at the beginning?
I forgot
Yeah,
about
no, it's fine. For those questions, it was kind of like I had to include the question, but
Do you
no,
want to ask that one again?
no, it's good. It's good.
I have to charge for this. Just kidding.
What would you say to people who are nervous about trying cupping for the first time?
What do I say to people that are nervous about cupping? Don't be nervous. You know, just trust the person who's doing. It's not a big deal. As you see, I have, can you see in the background?
Yes.
I have my own stuff, so I do it myself. And as long as you keep away from the veins and lymph nodes, it's not a big deal. It's just like a deep tissue massage. So it's not something that you actually have to be afraid of it. And it keeps you from hurting and easy to do. So don't be afraid. Try one. And then you're gonna be asking them, please put more.
Do you think that alternative medicine should be covered by healthcare?
If I think alternative medicine should be covered by healthcare, definitely. And today I actually get the dry needling paid, not by my health insurance, which they would pay if I met my deductible. But I have this card that is a PayFlex, and they actually pay. So things are changing. People are starting to see that this kind of approach helps, and it's a lot safer for your health. And I think eventually they are going to be more willing to pay.
What is something that people should know about cupping that they don't currently know?
What people should know about cupping that they didn't know? It's a very safe technique. It can be done by yourself. You can purchase the machine, electrical machine, or the one with the pump in Amazon. The simple one is actually like $29. So it's not a scary procedure. You can do it yourself. And you should know that it's becoming part of a medical procedure because physical therapists now do in their offices. So basically, don't be afraid.
Can you sum up why cupping is important?
How cupping is important for me. It allows me to have a better quality of life. Every time that I have a pain, I don't have to run to a doctor's office. I can fix it myself with cupping. Two types of cupping, ways of doing cupping here. Of course, we have the third one with fire. That one I wouldn't even dare trying. But this one is a pump. So it's a little bit harder to do, especially if you're hurting and you're trying to do this on yourself. It's a little bit harder to do it. You just kind of do this and the air comes out from the cupping, and that's how it works. And then once I realized that this really works, I decided to buy a professional machine. And so this is what a physical therapy person would use, and they are. Whoops.
That's fine. We're doing it along. It's yeah.
What else?
That was I mean, you can try it. You can do it now, or if you'd like.
Okay, so so I'll do it that way you can take it, and then you can do it on your chat or whatever you guys want to do. So basically this is the pump one. So I'm gonna put it right there. I have an issue right there right now, so it's a 70% chance that it's going to turn purple like this one. I saved it just for you. So you kind of just put the cupping over there. Oh, and how do you know where to put it? The place that you should be putting the cupping. You know when something is hurting. And a lot of times if it's hurting here, the problem is there. So I'm not a professional, so I don't really know exactly where the pain is coming from. But I can feel that I have knots. So and since this is supposed to be kind of like a deep tissue massage, when you get in deep tissue massage, they're trying to remove that knot, right? So I have one right here right now, and I have one right there. So I know that I need to loosen up those muscles. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So you see how this can be hard for somebody that is in pain to be pumping like this. Now look at this one. So this has a little hole over there. I cover that with my fingers and then I put the cupping. Done. The best investment I ever made.
Yeah.
Now you have to do a cartwheel, show how that works.
What is that?
Do a cartwheel.
Cartwheel now. My days of cartwheels over.
Alright, now you're gonna get Carter to try it.
You see how it's changing color right there?
Yes.
So this one is turning purple, right? And this one is not. So I don't have a lot of issues right there. Even though I have a knot, it's not angry. So this one is angry. So usually you leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I leave it on for 20, like especially my back.
Okay. Carter?
Or are you gonna sit?
I guess, yeah. Where should I do one?
Do you have anything hurting right now?
Not really. No.
Not really?
I kind of my back, but I don't think I want to put my back in a school video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you do it right here? Because usually when you have a back pain,
Yeah.
everything starts right there.
I'm okay with that.
That's one thing that I learned. I have a lot of books that I read. So like sometimes when if it's hurting here, it started here. So it's very weird how the human body works.
Okay. Yeah.
So you want to sit over there?
Should I do it on this chair or?
Yeah, this one is good. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna put it right there. Usually this gets very tight. Not in young people like you guys that has no stress. So I'm gonna do it this one with this one and one with the other one for you to see how the efficiency of the machine. So put it right there.
So you can feel the difference?
Yeah. You see how it doesn't hurt?
No.
It's just like a pressure, you know. And I leave disinfected with alcohol, okay?
Yeah.
Before you can. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a close up of Alright. That's good. How does it feel, Carter?
It's like a little bit of a pinch on the sides, but other than that, it's like a lot of pressure. Other than that, it doesn't really hurt.
This one is getting purple. Do you want me to take it out before turn?
Yeah, sure, take it out.
And how's it feel now?
You might have a little, this might be the reason why your back pain is hurting. You might have something over there.
Just looks red. It doesn't look purple.
I would have to leave a little bit longer to do the job. I just don't want him to have
Yeah.
Yeah.
marks. So, but you can see mine's probably, hey, look at that. And to take it off, you just lift this. Very simple.
Do you want to get closer?
Take. Yeah. It's probably good. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright.
No do-overs?
No.
Is there
Oh.
anything else? The only thing is on the introduction, I think we should go back to the introduction and maybe cover a little bit more, if you're comfortable with it, cover a little bit more of who you are and maybe the maybe speak to fibromyalgia.
Yeah, we didn't cover your original stuff.
Alright, so
Just that's the only thing because I'm afraid because you went right into it. You know what I mean? You went right into cupping and
Okay, so you wanted me to
talk
say
about
my name,
yourself.
what I do for a living.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that would
sure.
be helpful. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Why it's
thing.
important because that is important. You
And,
can't keep working, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And fibromyalgia.
Okay, so we do as many times you want.
Yeah, we need.
And what exactly are you comfortable with an explanation of fibromyalgia, what it is, or how? I mean, they can look it up.
The only problem is I don't agree what the doctor says.
You could just say I have been diagnosed and that means I have chronic pain
Yeah, you
throughout my
already say.
throughout my day
Yeah,
and
because
throughout
they
my
say it's a nerve thing. It's definitely a muscle thing. Because once I take care of the muscle problem, I feel better, so.
Okay.
I'm sure it differs with every person, though. That's what I've heard, right? Everybody
Yeah.
feels different with
No,
fibromyalgia.
we just heard. And we have fog brain. I mean, the biggest complaint about fibromyalgia is that, besides the pain, of course, is the fog brain. We become like, I used to be kind of smart. Used to.
She went to law school.
And then, but I figured out